Welcome to the Sidelines, everyone. Today we are on Eastern Kentucky University's basketball court. In this video, we will be demonstrating how to shoot sports from the sideline properly. The first thing you need to know about shooting from the sidelines is that while the process may be different for each sport, you will be able to apply most of those skills to any sport you shoot. You will want to check your gear before you start shooting. For example, check that your camera is functioning and the battery is fully charged. You will also want to check to make sure you're getting audio from the on-camera microphone. Audio is important because it provides the video with the natural sounds of the game. The location that you shoot your video from is important. This location will be at the end of the court near one of the goals for high school basketball. You will want to choose a location where you can shoot footage of the teams traveling up and down the court, a position where you can get a good shot of the ball going into the hoop. You want to be aware of what is around you. Try to choose a side where the cheer squad hasn't set up. You also want to be back off the sidelines to allow players to move around you as they play and avoid the referees. Sports videographers use many different styles of cameras, from ones that will rest on your shoulder to smaller handheld cameras. Most sports videos is shot handheld because it follows the game's actions, which can be limiting when the camera is on a tripod. Shoulder-mounted cameras rest on your shoulder and allow you to use the viewfinder to view the shot. Most of these are right-hand operated, and you will control the zoom functions with your right hand. The left hand will be used to control the focus on the lens ring and provide slight pressure on the left side of the camera to keep it steady. While these cameras are easier to operate for sports videos, you may have to use smaller cameras. When using a smaller camera, your hands will be controlling the same functions on the camera. The position that you will want is the camera close to your chest. Keeping the camera in this position allows for a stabler shot than if you were used to it having your arms extended. The camera movements will involve you rotating your upper body with the camera as you move with the action. Let's move on to the hardest skill to learn when shooting sports videos: following the ball and action. When looking through the camera's viewfinder or at its LCD screen, you only get part of what is happening on the field or court. Sports plays can happen in split seconds, and it is sometimes hard to see where the ball or action is going because it's happening so fast, especially if you are only viewing a portion of it through the screen. The best way to start shooting is to shoot wide. A wide shot will allow you to capture most of the action on the court or field. It allows you to see how the plays happen, and it will be easier to get footage of the team scoring. As you shoot this way, you will begin to develop anticipation for how the game will go. Then, when you feel comfortable, you will want to start getting closer shots. The closer shots are the end goal. These shots look better on screen, allowing the audience to better view what is happening on the court. So what is taking place as you shoot the action? With your feet in a medium stance, pointed at the opposite end of the court, you are ready to hit record when the ball comes into play. First, when the action is at the far end of the court, you want to zoom in to a medium and then to a close-up of the player with the ball. Then, as the players travel up the court, you will remain on the player with the ball, but you will start to zoom out as soon as they get closer to you. Finally, as the shot goes up, you will follow the ball to get the ball going into the goal. Before you stop recording, zoom into the player that made the shot to add some additional footage and identify the player. A quick tip to help identify clips that you have plays you want to use later: shoot 3 to 5 seconds of the scoreboard after the previous shot. You will always want to get reaction B-roll for the games you shoot. B-roll can be anything from fan reactions, cheerleaders doing cheers, or the band playing. These shots allow for an establishing shot in the story, and they can also serve as transitional footage. When you are in a position to shoot a video, you want to act professionally. You do this by limiting your interaction with what is happening in front of the camera. For example, this may be your favorite team, but shooting professional-style videos means no celebration if the team makes a big play or score. You want to avoid any kind of interactions that may cause a distraction to the athletes. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't put yourself in a spot that may be in the way of the athletes or officials. Becoming a great sports videographer will take practice, but you will learn from your missteps along the way. As you continue to shoot, you will continue to improve. Thanks for watching this intro to shooting sideline sports video.